So I've played Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls recently. And let me tell you, honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know anything about the story. So I might as well, you know, get the entire story of Dark Souls, I guess. It's about 13 minutes, so apparently there's not much of a story to Dark Souls. Let's get into it. From @game.mp4, that's a crazy channel name. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and just give a subscribe and a like.
You wake up in a cell, not a cozy little prison cell with 3 meals a day. No, this is the Undead Asylum.
This reminds me of, like, 2007 Newgrounds animation.
A place where people go to rot. You don't remember how you got here, you don't remember who you are, but that doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters now, you're cursed. The dark sign brands you as undead, which means you can never truly die. You will resurrect over and over, and eventually you will go hollow, losing your mind until you're nothing more than a shambling corpse. Why? Because someone,
Wait. Could that actually happen? You just die too many times? Or do people just perceive you like that in the game?
Where a long time ago made a really, really bad decision. You don't know who, you don't know why, not yet. All you know is this: you're not the first to be trapped in the cycle, and you won't be the last. But right now you have a more immediate problem. You need to get out. Your escape plan? Fight off some brain-dead zombies, kill a giant demon with a hammer bigger than your entire body, find a hole in a wall and pray it leads somewhere better.
Hey,
Spoiler,
I remember that.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
But hey,
it gets worse. It gets so much worse.
at least you're soon to be free. Congratulations, you've escaped the Undead Asylum. Bad news, you're still cursed, broke, and half naked. But don't worry, some random guy tells you exactly what to do. Ring the bells of awakening and your fate shall be revealed. Cool, you've got a quest, a purpose, a reason to keep going.
You know, I don't like this guy. I never did. I don't know why I never tried to kill him. Can you kill him? You can kill everybody else.
Except, there are 2 bells. One is at the top of an undead-infested church, the other, deep underground in a poisonous swamp filled with inbred...
Yeah, fuck those. Yeah, getting to the second bell is a lot worse than getting the first bell, by the way.
spider demons. Oh, and no one actually tells you what happens after you ring them. But you don't ask questions, you just start swinging. Bell number 1, the undead...
I know what happens. Really, really bad shit happens. I almost quit, by the way. I almost quit whenever I rung those bells, because a bunch of shit happened. I was like, alright, I don't know what the fuck.
Perish. Fight your way through hordes of zombies, get flattened by the bell gargoyles, because apparently one wasn't hard enough, so they added a second. Ring the first bell.
I believe you kill them a certain way, or no. Maybe you hit them? You get the weapon off of them? I don't remember.
Nothing happens. Bell 2, Blighttown. Navigate the worst designed scout...
Dude, Blighttown was the worst. I think that was the most times that I ever died was in Blighttown. And I had no idea where I was going half the time. And I could see everything. That was the worst part, being able to see everything and not know where to go.
Scaffolding in gaming history, dodge mosquitoes the size of your head, fight Chaos Witch Quelaag, a woman infused with lava-spewing spider, because of course that's a thing. Ring the second bell. And just as you start to wonder why you even bothered with those bells, a giant snake-faced abomination crawls out of the ground like some kind of nightmare version of a motivational speaker.
He didn't mention that dragon yet, did he?
He tells you, great job, now go and rekindle the first flame to save the world. Wait, that wasn't part of the deal. Did you just scammed into being fuel for a dying fire? Yes you did. And your reward for making it this far? A one-way ticket to Sen's Fortress, a trap-filled nightmare designed to kill anyone dumb enough to believe in destiny. So you rang both bells.
I still don't think that I explored everything there. I don't think I did everything.
Woke up a horror movie prop, and now you're being sent to Orlando, the city of the gods. And at first, it's beautiful. The golden skyline, the massive cathedrals,
man.
the peaceful...
That's how they get you.
Peaceful silence. But then, reality sets in. The only way in is via a spinning carnival ride operated by some undead janitor. The streets are empty because everyone either died or left ages ago. The first locals you meet are giant knights who will pancake you into the floor. And oh yeah, the place is a lie. Wait, let me build that exposition. Sitting at the end of this holy city is Guinevere, Princess of Sunlight.
No. It's as bad as you think it is.
A massive radiant goddess.
No.
She welcomes you, calls you a hero, and hands you the Lord Vessel, a key item you need to continue your quest. Except, she's fake. She's
Yeah,
just
fuck
an
that
illusion
bitch.
created by Gwendolyn, Gwyn's weird, shadowy second-choice son. The real gods, long gone. They abandoned Orlando ages ago and left Gwendolyn behind to keep the lights on. And if you see through the lie and attack the illusion, the city goes dark. The golden walls vanish, the streets are now patrolled by vengeful spirits, and you realize you weren't in the Holy Land, you were in a graveyard with good lighting. So now, as you stand in the ruins of a
And let me tell you, you thought the whole rest of the game was bad. This shit was terrifying to me.
fallen kingdom, staring at an empty throne, you start to wonder, what the hell happened here? To get that answer, you need to go
Apparently the way he went was a lot different than the way that I went. Because this was not the order that I saw all of this.
back. Way back. Before gods, before fire, there was nothing. Well, not exactly nothing. There were dragons. Everlasting, immortal,
There we go,
completely
talking about
unbothered,
dragons.
just chilling in their fog-covered wasteland, doing absolutely nothing because time didn't even exist yet. Then fire showed up, and with fire came disparity. Light and dark, life and death. 4 beings found the power of gods in the first flame. Gwyn got lightning and an ego to match. Nito got skeletons and a terminal case of the plague. The Witch of
I love the way he's explaining all this shit.
Izalith got fire magic and a future full of bad decisions. The furtive pygmy got something important, something that would change everything, but we'll get to that. Together, they went to war with the dragons. Gwyn threw lightning bolts like Zeus on steroids. The witch turned entire battlefields into bonfires. Nito unleashed an army of skeletons and airborne death disease. But even with all that, the dragons weren't going down easy. See, they had one big advantage, scales of immortality. Nothing could kill them. That is, until one of their own flipped sides. Enter,
Yeah.
see the Scaleless, a dragon born without those immortality scales. And apparently, the guy took it really personally, so he snitched. Told Gwyn exactly how to kill his own kind, sold out an entire species for a little divine clout, and in return, Gwyn gave him a castle and a lab to conduct horrific, nightmare-fuel experiments on anything with a pulse. And with that, the dragons were finished, the Age of Fire had begun. But with light came darkness. And this is where the real problem started. Because while Gwyn was out playing king and enjoying his own golden age, something else was growing in the shadows. Something he really should have paid attention to. The Abyss. A place that shouldn't exist. A void where light and life
Damn.
mean nothing.
This is
And
cool.
at the center of it, Manus, father of the Abyss. You don't know much about him, only that he was once human.
Damn it. Okay. I thought I was gonna get a little bit of backstory on him.
And that's the problem. See, Manus isn't just some boss fight.
That's the problem with Dark Souls. There's just like a bunch of shit in here where there's no backstory at all. And it just sucks, man. It sucks.
proof that humanity's capable of something terrifying.
It's like you're getting shit all over and you don't know why.
Dark soul, the very thing the furtive pygmy found,
just
isn't just some
happening.
forgotten power. It's growing, changing, and the gods are terrified of it. So when Ulasil accidentally woke Manus up, the Abyss happened. And Gwyn, he sent one of the best knights, Artorias the Abyss Walker, to stop it. He failed. Artorias didn't just lose, he was corrupted, consumed, and left as a mindless husk.
Yeah, that's about how
And
it
now,
goes.
it's your job to clean up the mess. But here's where things get complicated. Because as you stand at the edge of the abyss, staring into pure darkness, something slithers up behind you. Another serpent. Not Frampt, the guy who told you to link the fire. This one is different. This is Darkstalker Kath. And unlike Frampt, he's not there to help the gods, he tells you everything you thought you knew is a lie. The gods aren't trying to save the world, they're
Dude, everything. Everything. It's like Warhammer. Like, you think anything's good? Nope. It's a lie. Everything sucks. Literally everything.
trying to save themselves. Gwyn's Age of Fire isn't natural, it's a desperate attempt to keep his power. And you're not a hero, you're a pawn. But you don't have to be. Kath offers you a choice. Reject the gods, reject their lies, embrace the Age of
Yeah!
Dark.
Yeah, fuck them all!
You spent the whole game thinking you were some prophesized savior. Now you have to ask yourself, were you chosen, or were you just tricked into playing a rigged game? And that's when you realize
Yeah, this is where it flips. This is where you're, like, not being fucked anymore and you're doing the fucking.
you don't just have to fight the monsters, you might have to fight the gods themselves. So, you've been through ruined cities, nightmare voids, and at least 3 existential crises, and after all that, you finally reach the truth. The first flame is dying, and the age of fire, the golden age of gods, power, and prosperity, it's
Good.
supposed to end. That's
Good.
just how things work. Fire fades, darkness rises, the world resets. It's a natural cycle. But Lord Gwyn, he wasn't having it. See, Gwyn wasn't just a god, he was a control freak with a god complex. And when he saw the flame fading, he had 2 choices. Let it die, accept the inevitable, let the world move on, and allow the Age of Dark to begin, or throw himself into the fire like an unpaid intern covering a shift no one wants. He picked option 2.
Damn, I might have to do another Dark Souls playthrough. I'm feeling it. Throw myself back in, head first, let's go.
But before he did
Do
that,
it on my gaming channel, link down there in the description. I gotta finish Sleeping Dogs first.
he tried something even dumber. Because Gwyn wasn't the only god panicking about the flame fading. The Witch of Izalith thought she could recreate the first flame. She failed, horribly. Instead of making a new first flame, she made the Chaos Flame, and instead of saving the world, she doomed it. The Chaos Flame mutated her and her daughters into demons. The Bed of Chaos, a nightmarish, ever-burning monstrosity, was born. Demons flooded the world, burning and destroying everything in their path. And Gwyn? Well, like I said, he just threw himself into the fire. So what did he actually do? Cursed humanity with undeath. Congrats, now people resurrect endlessly
Yep.
until they go insane. Created a fake golden age, the gods left,
fuck that
and
guy.
Orlando is empty, the world is literally falling apart, and turned himself into a charred, hollowed out husk of a god. And guess what? Now it's your turn. The gods need someone dumb enough to do what Gwyn did, and that's why you're here.
Yeah!
The cycle didn't just happen, it was forced into existence. Oh, but it gets better. Because instead of fixing
Oh wait, that's not a good thing. Everything sucks. There's no good things.
anything, the world just keeps doubling down on bad decisions. And that's
Yep.
where we get to the next
Ooh, and it gets so much worse.
mistake.
Oh yeah. Oh. I have not played Dark Souls 2 yet. I just recently played Dark Souls 1.
So, Gwyn refused to clock out and cursed the world with undeath. You'd have to think after all that, the gods would learn their lesson. Nope. Welcome to Drangleic.
Yep,
a
that's
brand
how
new
it goes.
kingdom, same old problems. See, the undead curse has
Yeah.
gotten worse. It's spreading. And this time, nobody knows why. The old gods are gone, the Age of Fire is barely holding on, and now new kings are trying and failing to fix things. Enter King Vendrick. At first, he actually tries. He studies the curse, searches for a cure, and builds a great kingdom. Then he meets Nashandra, a
Yep, that's about how it goes. Yeah, they're good until a woman gets involved.
mysterious woman, beautiful, wise, and absolutely not human.
Yep.
Nashandra is a fragment
Nothing good. Nothing. Not a single thing.
of Manus, the same abyssal horror that almost ended Ulasil. She's a living piece of the dark, and she has one goal: to take the throne of Want, the true seat of power in his age. And Vendrick, he plays right into her hands. She whispers warnings of a distant enemy. She convinces him that the giants across the sea hold the key to stopping the curse. So Vendrick sails to their land, starts a war, slaughters them, steals their power. And in the end, it was all for nothing. The curse doesn't break, the fire
Yep.
keeps fading. And now, the giants are coming for revenge. Realizing
Don't trust anything good. It's always much worse than you think it's gonna be.
he's been played, Vendrick does the only thing he
Or more than you think it could be.
can do. He locks himself away, abandoning his kingdom, leaving behind nothing but regrets and a trail of failures. And by the time you find him, he's already hollow, a shambling, mindless husk. The king who tried to stop the curse became its biggest victim. But hey, at least you got a cool throne at the end, right? Right? Wrong, because Drangleic is already dead, and no matter what you do, the cycle will continue. Nothing changes.
Yep, everything sucks, and it gets worse. And worse and worse and worse.
Not in Drangleic,
It's like real life times 1,000.
not in Lordran, and not in Lothric. Also,
Dark
the
Souls
fire
3.
won't even reignite properly. Why? Because the new Chosen Ones refuse to play along.
Yep, okay.
See, every era, some unlucky souls, the Lords of Cinder, are forced to link the fire and continue Gwyn's legacy. But this time, they said, nah, we're good.
All of this stuff that I'm getting from Dark Souls 2 and 3, it's not even spoilers. Because while I'm playing, I'm gonna capture none of this. Because it doesn't even fucking matter. Just about killing monsters and dying over and over again.
Prince Lothric refused. Aldrich turned into a sludge monster and started eating gods instead. The Abyss Watchers, too busy killing each other. Yorm the Giant gave up. Not one of them wants to keep the flame alive. So the gods, in a last-ditch effort, resurrected you.
Ooh.
Not as a hero, as an ashen one. You're not even properly undead anymore. You're just animated dust shoved into armor and sent out to fix everything. And how do you fix it? By dragging the Lords of Cinder back to their thrones and forcing the fire to burn again. But even when you do all that, it barely works. The fire is weak, the world is collapsing, the cycle has run its course. And at the heart of it all, Prince Lothric, the guy
Just let it end. Just let the cycle end.
who was supposed to link the fire.
Is it
But
even
instead of
worth
doing
it
his divine
anymore?
duty, he lets his kingdom rot and tells you,
This world sucks. It always gets worse.
if the fire wants to go out, maybe we should just let it die.
Yeah.
And honestly, he has a point, because why keep
Yeah,
it going?
right?
The Age of Fire is a
I feel
joke.
that.
It's long past its expiration date, the gods are gone, the world is a dying husk, and just when you think this is the end, you realize there's another option. Londor. The Sable Church wants nothing to do
No.
with God's plans. Instead,
No, there's nothing good. There is nothing good.
they're out here raising an army of hollows and looking for a Lord of Darkness to take the throne. If you pick this route, congrats, you get to be the first real ruler of the Age of Dark. Downside? You have to hang out with a bunch of creepy hooded guys forever. But at least this time the fire stays out for good. And now, after all this suffering, all this fighting, all this endless death, you finally stand before the first flame. The thing that started it all, the thing that ruined your life. And as you trudge toward the kiln of the first flame, stepping over the ashes of those who tried before you, it hits you. You were never first. You were never special. Pilgrims, lords, chosen undead, everyone who made it here thought they had a choice. Thought they could break the cycle, thought they could change fate. But none of them did. And now, it's your turn. You have three choices. Link the fire, throw yourself into the flame like every poor fool before you, keep the cycle going, delay the inevitable. Let it die. Walk away. Let the Age of Fire end, bring in
That's
the
what
Age of
I'm
Darkness,
choosing.
whatever that means.
Oh, yeah.
Usurp it.
Let's
Take the flame
go.
for yourself, rule as something new, the
Oh.
Lord of Hollows.
Oh, I didn't think of that option. Hold on. Hold on a minute.
But let's be honest, none of these are real choices, because no matter what you pick,
It's always the worst thing imaginable. Every time.
the cycle continues. The Age of Fire always finds a way to crawl back. The dark never holds for long, the world reshapes, resets, and starts again. So the real question isn't what will you choose, it's who will come after you. Because someone will. Maybe in 100 years,
Fuck.
maybe in 1,000. And
This
they'll make the same
fucking
choice.
sucks,
And
man.
then another, and another. Over and over, just like you did. Just like Gwyn. Just like every fool before you. So tell me, do you fight to break the curse, or are you cursed because you keep fighting?
I guess it just doesn't matter. Just do it over and over again. Fuck it. Because, I mean, you're not gonna just do nothing. You know, you might as well just choose something that doesn't if it doesn't matter, and it just keeps going anyway, it doesn't matter. You can just choose something different every time. Leave a comment down below. Definitely subscribe. I need every subscriber that I can get on this channel, man. See you in the next one.